Hi everyone. Oh. Okay, I think we've got that sorted now. Right. Hi everybody. Anyway, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. Even though we've been around for over 5 years, we're still an emerging nation, but we've been putting in solid foundations to be here for many generations to come, to look after you and your family for many, many years, as I say, many generations. We're now expanding our economy, and that'll benefit all our citizens. They all hold our currency, and I know that because we give it to them free every month. And anybody can become a citizen. There's no fee, no obligation. So it's a bit of a no-brainer, really, isn't it? You come along, you register, and that's it. There are lots of things that you can get involved in if you choose, but they're all at your option. Most of our members like to get involved in the things because it helps them pay their bills. Okay, it's as simple as that. Right. We're also a non-separatist community. That means we don't separate you into a group based on your gender or class, creed, color, where you live, or anything else. We simply see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together, but all individually unique, all having something unique to offer our community. We have, therefore, an equal love and an equal value for every member. And we have a little affirmation that helps us with that in a moment after our opening prayer. And the opening prayer is there to simply help us find happiness, true happiness, happiness that is always with you. You wake up in the morning happy, you go to bed at night happy. All through the day, you've been happy. Now, you will have peaks of pleasure when you also are happy, but you've also got that pleasure that you get, boom, for booking that world cruise you've always wanted, or whatever else may be in your goals. You may also get times when you're saddened because something happens, you lose a friend or something like that. And that'll happen, but underneath it all, you'll have that unique, ever new joy. And that is a real blessing, and it's something that you can only get through loving service to others. There's no way you can buy it. There's no other way you can get it. The great thing about being of loving service to others is it attracts into your life everything that you need. So you don't have to chase after money or worry about how you're going to fit the time in to do this and that and the other or whatever. It'll all just start working out for you. So that's what our little prayer and affirmation's about. We're going to get started with that in a moment, but let me welcome you, whether you're here watching us live or whether you're watching the recording, you're equally welcome. I know that 7 p.m. London time simply isn't convenient for everybody. But the advantage of being here live, of course, is that you can get involved, you can get into the comments, and you can interact with us if you are either in our link here or if you are watching on YouTube. You can also watch the streaming in Facebook, but the comments don't get through to us here. So it's fine for you as long as you don't want to put things in, because unfortunately for some reason the Facebook comments don't come in. I am actually in Facebook on this computer and I can see there's somebody there. It's Ramachandra. I think he'll also be in YouTube, but he is in no, he's not showing up in YouTube. He's only showing up in Facebook. But we won't know officially. I know because I'm in Facebook there and I can see him. Ramachandra is from Watford. So let's get started with that little prayer and affirmation, and then I'll bring you up to date with what's been going on today. Dear Heavenly Father, we're so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, well, as you can see, you've got me. You've also got Lewis in from Lisbon in Portugal, Richard from Devon in England, Norman from Doncaster in England, Gary from St. Albans in England, and Eric from Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. And we've got Sayanda in from South Africa, Bozina in from Slovenia, Nankyep from Nigeria, Mary from Chicago, Werner from South Africa, and our other Bozina in from Edinburgh in Scotland. And as I say, we have got Ramachandra in Facebook. He's usually on YouTube, but I can see him there in Facebook. Okay, so what's been happening today? Well, first of all, let's give you the numbers so I don't forget those. We have an increase of 5 in the 777 plan, taking us to 45,226 paid members in there. We have an increase of 11 in our active members, 53,874, an increase of 26 in something, what's that one? Or our active members, taking them to 3,852, an increase of 3 in the ShareHope Pro plan, Pro Powerline plan, Pro membership, 798 in there. No change in the Easy Team Builder, staying at 1124. An increase of 1 in the Success Blueprint to 42, and an increase of 2 in the Best Plan Ever to 847. And those are your numbers. ShareHope Powerline plan. We're still getting people that are confused about the payments there. We get somebody that pays today, for example, and then they see that they're only valid until the 27th of July. And then they put in a ticket, say, I've only just paid, and it says I'm only active till the 27th of July. And it doesn't matter when you pay, whether you pay on the 28th of June or whether you pay on the 27th of July. That's it for that month, that period from the 28th of June to the 27th of July. It doesn't make any difference what day you pay. It is for that period, that month period. And so you will need to pay again on the 28th of July, no matter what date you paid. So it's for that month. It's not for a period from the 25th to the 24th or the 2nd to the 1st. It's for that period, just for that 1 month. In fact, if you look at it another way, you can say it is paying for your entry into the matrix on the 27th when we rebuild the matrix. Okay, so that is that is something I want to hopefully help clear up a little bit for you. I know many of you understand that, but I know that many do not. So there you go. So what else has been going on? Well, Vishal is working on the TIR plan. As I say, I threw a spanner in the works. We were pretty much ready to go live with it, but then I changed the plan totally because we're really about helping people, and the plan that I designed, I wanted to get back to the basics of referring people, but I know that a lot of people don't refer people. They don't want to. They think they can't, so they can't. Like Henry Ford said, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So I wanted to bring it into line with what's happening with Des Alpes. There's a member group in Des Alpes. It's not run by Des Alpes. It's a separate community. They call themselves the Shining Stars. And they put together a program where everybody can get in and be paid into it. So all you've got to do is come along and register. Now, of course, there are advantages if you put your hand in your pocket and you pay for your position rather than being paid for, if you like. And that's the same with ours. But I think the advantages that we offer are far, far greater. And the cost is far, far less, much less. The Des Alpes plan, the Shining Stars, is 129, I think, $129. So there will be more people that will be saying, well, I'd rather not pay $129. I'll just sit around and wait for it to pay me in. Whereas ours is just $20. And we leverage that up. So it'll take perhaps a little bit longer for you to see the bigger sums, but the sums that you will see will be bigger than in the Shining Stars. And of course, you can get the advantage of paying, and it's only the $20. So it's a lot more accessible for a lot of people. Not so much people in the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, but people in the Philippines and South America, Nigeria, a lot of African countries, most of Asia. $20 is a significant amount, but it is attainable for most of them, whereas 129 can often be out of their reach. So it's in keeping with our philosophy of helping people. And Vishal is on the bronze package at the moment, which will take a little bit more time because it's the way that people are allocated into the matrix there, whether they come in paid or whether they come in and we pay for them, or whether they are the first two people that somebody has introduced, or whether they're, you know, there are lots of different variants. So that bronze, although it's a very simple compensation package in that bronze, the placement of people is more complicated. So when it gets onto the silver and the gold, they're basically the same coding and the very simple structures, and we should get those two coded very quickly once we've got the bronze level correct. So that's what he's working on now. Hopefully we'll be rocking and rolling with it next week sometime, but we'll have to wait and see. We can't guarantee that. Of course, so the work that he did on the payment process and the withdrawal system, that's all the same, that's all intact, so that's all ready to go. So that is something there. I did mention yesterday, I think, if I didn't, I intended to, the fact that I'm not really happy with Vibe. In essence, they have told us, or told me, even though it is our account, that we can't have the money that we earned, because they created a new rule, just like that, saying that it can only be used for buying their packages, and if we don't want their packages, we just lose the money. So they have lost me because I'm opting out of that, and I'm opting all of us out of that from the point of view of the multiple income streams. I don't think we should be involved with it any longer, and we have a wonderful alternative, and in fact we're going to have two wonderful alternatives to the Vibe plan, which are even more powerful in compensation, and that is the plan I've just been talking about that Vishal is coding, and the one in Banish Poverty, which was a doubler. Well, it's going to do a lot more than double your money for you. So that will be coded as soon as we've got the TIR plan available. And what we'll do with, as people come through the success blueprint, instead of us giving them the money to go into Vibe, they will be either into the TIR plan as a gold member, or into the Banish Poverty as a, well, there's only one level in that anyway, as a member. So that will alternate, but 1 month should pay, within a month you should be paying from the way the system is working and what we're doing with the system. And within a month you should be paying forward for the next month anyway. So that is going to I think be more powerful than it was with Vibe, and we'll get that all sorted out and working. So that is something, and I discussed that with Devyani, and it's, once again, it has other advantages in that we can simply make the payments directly in, add the people in, get them there. We don't have to have separate registration in a third-party company that wouldn't set up the API for us either, and have really not been very helpful to what we were doing, we can now move forward in a more structured way, helping people a little bit more, in fact a lot more, because we have those 2 plans now instead of the Vibe one. So that is where we are with that. Deviani has been working on the admin area for them all so that we can get that up. We also have been working on and still have issues with Shufti Pro, because there is somebody, we've removed him as a member, but he was able to use his own verification multiple times, which shouldn't have been able to do. We pay Shufti Pro for every registration to make sure there are no duplications, and this guy's duplicated his over 100 times, putting in fake people basically, and using his KYC to generate, and then he wanted all the $1 payments that he was accumulating through this strategy. It's not cost us anything there, but as I say, there are over 100 fake identities that he put in. We've removed them all, and we've moved him, and it's not cost us anything from that point of view, but it has cost us. It cost us about $3 to verify somebody, so it's cost a little, well, close to $300 in verification fees. However, I am trying to negotiate with Shufti Pro to get them to give us that money back, but more importantly, to make sure that they're doing what they said they should be doing, and that is stopping anybody making a duplicate entry. Okay. So we've got somebody else in. We've got no, we haven't. We've just got a question from Gary. How much would people have once completing Success Blueprint Matrix? Do they actually end up with a bit of money in their pocket? A little bit, but not much. I can't remember the figure. Most of it goes into paying them into different plans. If they're already in those plans, of course, it's just the same as them getting money, because it means that they won't be charged by those plans. So we're looking at 1222. What else? 22. I don't think that one's in there. 22. 260. I think there's about 280 something dollars that we pay out. Now, if you're already in those plans and they're being funded because you've got that far with them, then that money goes into your pocket basically. But if you're not in those plans, then it goes to pay for those plans and put you into those plans. Okay. The fact that we're not funding people into Vibe, that makes no difference, because the cost of the TIR Gold membership is pretty much the same, $250. So it doesn't make any difference really. Okay. We just lost Richard. I don't know where he's gone, but he ain't here anymore. So that's what we've been doing. Deviani, we've been working on things, and we've still not got a satisfactory response from Shufti Pro. Oh, Richard's back again. Yeah, we're putting people into the gold level in TIR. So you'll be making a lot more money a lot quicker when you're coming in through the Success Blueprint than you would if you were just coming in at the bronze level and working your way through. That's really it, because once again, time has run out for me with all the things that have been going on. I do intend to get onto that Fun Miracles site over the weekend. There's nothing that will be happening with the other issues, I don't think. The developers, of course, aren't in, so it means that I'm not doing anything with the developers. So I'm planning, and it's only planning, to get onto the Fun Miracles site and get that sorted out over the weekend. It should be okay to get on that, I think, but you know, just depends on what else happens, what else comes up. My time is more limited than it has been in the past. I'm only getting about 10, sometimes 12 hours a day in We Share Abundance now, whereas it used to be like usually 14, 16 hours a day. Okay. Right, that is it, I think. Oh, I did get finally caught up as well on the random withdrawals. They've been completed, so they're up to date. And of course, we'll have another one tomorrow. We'll do a random withdrawal tomorrow. Just a minute. We've got some more questions here, I think. We've got Buzina. Could you tell us about the TIR plan, how it is going to work now? And will it be funded by Success Blueprint? How about the free entries? I did go through a presentation a couple of days ago. If you look back in the videos, you'll find it there. I'm not going through it again now. It was just a quick overview for the people on the live, but it is there. But it will all be available when we launch. All the information will be there. There's so many plans, it's getting confusing. That's from Eric. I agree that it can be, but really all you need to do is concentrate on the best plan ever, and that'll build everything for you. And it is probably the easiest thing to promote because it's no cost. You're giving people $5 to register and do their KYC, and then everybody gets $1 for everybody that they refer, as long as they're not referring people and using their own KYC to verify those people, which, you know, is obviously dishonest, isn't it? But it will be fixed. That will not be possible. But we haven't actually got it fully resolved with the Shufti Pro team at this moment in time. As I say, I'm hoping we can get some credit back for the all those entries that wouldn't have happened had duplicate not been permitted, which they shouldn't be. We're paying for them to block duplicate entries. Okay, so that's it. So yeah, keep it simple. There are a lot of plans, but just keep it simple. Promote promote the best plan ever. It don't cost anybody anything. It builds your network. People do have to refer. If you are looking at people that say, oh, I'm not referring anybody, then that is no good for you or for them. And you're better putting them into something like the ShareHope Powerline plan, where in time they'll get an income built for them there. And of course, when we have the TIR plan and the Banished Poverty plan, those will also help for people that are not prepared to recruit, but they will not be within the We Share Abundance website. The ones within the We Share Abundance website, 777 plan and the ShareHope Powerline plan will work for people passively, not quickly, but they will work for people passively. And my advice is to look for people that will recruit and go with the best plan ever. It'll do everything that for you. Just getting that best plan ever working, getting people referring people. Go out, and get people are not referring people into it. It's crazy. It's so easy to get people into that. But you want to also get in people that are going to do the same as you and get people in. You want to get 6 people in a week, and you want to get everybody to get 6 people in a week. That's only one person a day that doesn't have to pay anything. And we give them $5. It really is that simple, and it is really easy, but you have to put your mind out there to do it. Okay, so that's it. Okay, that's pretty much covered it for today. I'll be here tomorrow. As I say, we will have a random withdrawal tomorrow as well, and I'll see if we can get some of that Fun Miracles thing done and available for you. So until then, God bless, and go out and get at least one person a day into the best plan ever. It's simple, it's easy, but if you think it's going to be hard, it will be. But it isn't hard. It isn't hard at all. Okay, God bless. I'll be here, as I say, tomorrow in our link, streaming into Facebook group We Share Abundance Publicly and YouTube, 7 p.m. London time. As always, God bless.